The video ended abruptly on the last one, and I just want to put a fine point on that last part. There's been a lot of people are nervous, and this is one of those situations where if you're not nervous, you're not really paying attention. And what Trump has said up to this point, and the things that he's talked about trying to accomplish, yeah, they should put people on edge, particularly if you're one of the demographics that he's been targeting. That said, and the point that I was trying to kind of nail home was, but many of those things were already taking place under the prior administration, under Obama. And if you weren't concerned then, why the hell are you concerned now? He was using those same procedures. Indefinite detention. Yes, Obama was doing it. Torture. If the government wasn't doing it itself, it was taking people to places that were murdering of civilians, hundreds of thousands, having a kill list in the executive office, killing civilians. Killing American citizens. Where was the outrage when Obama was doing this? And why now all of a sudden are you guys terrified? One of the Trump supporters calls one of these guys snowflakes. Yeah, why are you being snowflakes now that Donald Trump has this power? You should have been howling at the moon when Obama was getting that power. So, spare me the oh my God, Trump's taking office. Yeah, you should be concerned about that. You should be concerned about any executive branch that has that much power vested within that office. But you should have been that mad when Obama had that power and when he was slowly accruing all of that power into the executive branch. Don't cry now. You should have cried when that shit was happening in the first place, when he was trying to get that ability. It's handed over to Trump. It is what it is. So this is the situation to which you're going to have to work with. So yes, be concerned. And look, protest. If you want to protest, it's fine. But what do you think that's going to accomplish? If you're going to do that, organize. Like I know some of the people said at the protest, they were just kind of standing around with signs. That's nice. That is pitching a fit. And I agree that you do have to start somewhere. But organize. If you had 25,000 people, do you know, so Ralph Nader had this awesome idea. He called it, I think he called it undermining power or taking power. And he kind of makes this point that if in each state you had a body of citizens whose the only job was to lobby their congressman. That's it. That's their only job. They create an income source or a funding mechanism where they're not beholden to any other interest. And they call their congressman to account. You only need 60 to 100, and the congressman can be compelled to come to wherever you are. And you get across strongly to him the things that you want to see done. And you impress strongly upon him that if he wants to keep his seat, he will attend to those things. Nader is making the point that the levers of government is still in place. They may be rested over, they may be atrophied, and people may not pay attention to them. But those elements are there. And if you have 25,000 people that can randomly accrue, those 25,000 people, you only need a portion of them to get together and try to accomplish something. So I respect the outrage. I respect being pissed. It warms my heart that a large number of people in this country will be against bigotry, misogyny, and all these other nasty things that Trump put out in order to get elected. But organize. Like I can intellectually feel you on the front of saying, I am outraged. I get it. But you should have been outraged before this point. That's what I'm getting at. And maybe that's what I'm feeling. That's why I'm so agitated about it. The things that you guys are mad about, the things that you guys are complaining about, it's almost as if you're pretending that the people who elected Trump don't have a fair point. They got a fucking fair point. Believe me. If they're concerned about their economics, they should be concerned about their economics. You should be concerned about your economics. And putting Hillary into office wasn't going to address that issue, any more than putting Trump into the office was going to address that issue. But when you guys are out here protesting and pitching a fit, from the other perspective, it feels as if, for instance, I made the argument like, you guys are putting your economics above my self-interest. But that goes both ways. We're putting our self-interest above their economics. Both of those things, you can make a case, are the same. These guys are out here protesting, but understand what you're protesting. I mean, you're essentially protesting Trump, but the people who put Trump in office put him there because they thought we need to change the economics of this country and we need to be focused more on us. Your arguments are never going to get across to those people. But you should be arguing about the same fucking thing. I think that's what's aggravating the shit out of me. These two sides need to talk. And protesting and everything else is not getting you there. Even though, whether you realize it or not, you guys are arguing about the same fucking point. You're just putting people up as allegories. You're putting these people up as if they're iconic of something else. So you put Obama up as if he was this guy for progress. Well, he wasn't. He was a corporatist. The people that he put into his cabinet were for the most part selected by Citigroup. He was an icon. He was a brand. But there was no there to the brand. Stop getting hung up on the individuals themselves. Focus on the policies that these guys are pushing. So somebody else put Trump's up. And with Obama, the whole brand was progressivism, equal rights, etc., etc. You can oppose Obama on the economy and be okay with the other part. Those things are separate and distinct. But we don't see it that way. So somebody puts up Trump, and the first thing is this racist guy's following, this progressive president. When the argument in both cases were the same. Economics. The people put Obama up as hope and change because they hoped that he would change the way the economics were run in this country. He did not. The same people put Trump up. Mind you, there was a different message. It was cut in a right-wing way. But it was also hope and change. We're going to change this economy into something else that better suits you. You guys are arguing about the same fucking thing. Look, man. He is not going to make America great again. Any more than Obama was. Focus on the issues that these guys are doing. Organize around the things that you actually agree with. I kind of agree with Nader on this point. Those things can be changed. Frittering away energy in protests and everything. Great. Get your walking boots on. But walk to somewhere where you can organize and actually affect something. This is getting across how angry you are. And you guys have a right to be angry. And you have a right to be concerned, to be honest. You do. You should be. Jeff Sessions, as Attorney General, should scare the shit out of you. And the powers that are accrued in the executive branch should scare the shit out of you. But understand that those powers were put in place by a Democratic president. You're a president. And they used those powers to knock down Occupy Wall Street, which was, again, another movement to focus on the economy. The arguing is about the same thing. You guys are hitting it in different ways, but this is the same conversation. Put your focus onto things that would actually make a change and make an adjustment. Frittering it away like this is not going to do it. But look, if this is what needs to happen in order for this to coalesce into something, God bless. Just wanted to coalesce into something. Alright guys, thank you.